Oh, hi. It me. Des Sheep. Uh, 32 years young. Let's go. So today, I'm still doing the Lego thing. It's a lot of fun. We're taking a slight detour. Instead of doing the typical Lego thing where we're continuing our build of the ghost, today we are building the Iron Man helmet. My sister and brother-in-law got this for me for my birthday. So I was like, you know what? It's something that I've been wanting to build for a while. It's something that I got for and on my birthday. I think I'm going to have to build it today. Yo, Meowdy Toast. Good to see you, friend. And today, since we are building that, let's go ahead and put it in the shot right there. Oh. I am so flippin' excited. We've got our blade, and of course, always be sure to practice blade safety. Never use a blade going towards you. So this is actively going away from me. Blade safety is very important. We always practice blade safety in the city of Electric Sheep. Oh, there are some stickers. There are some stickers. Oh no. Y'all know how I feel about stickers. So we've got 4. Here are the instructions. Put those to the side because we are using our digital instructions. Let's go. We've got 4 bags. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. Blade safety tutorial. Always away from you. And whenever not in use, sheathe that blade. Blade safety. Always important. So, it looks like we will be doing 1 to about, like, you know, that much. 2 to about that much. 3 to about that much. And 4 should finish it off. So 4's got a lot of the gold in it. I can see it shining through right there. So without further ado, I'm excited. I want to jump on in. And never try to catch a falling blade. So true. Also very important. Put that actually over here so that it's out of the way. And again, blade safety, always away from you. Whoop. There we go. And looks like we've got a tiny bag inside this one too. All right. There we go. Okay, so we've got all of our stuff and things. And let's dive in to the build proper. In fact, let's zoom on in a little bit, huh? Check it. With our fancy one, we can even do it on the fly like that. Check it out. Oh. So we've got, then keep on building. Let's go. And I'm also listening to the Hearthstone reveal and just heard that the final, all of the stuff and things is actually hitting on the 25th instead of the 23rd. So they just finally officially announced that. So I will get to be like, hey, work, I know that I was like, I got this cleared, but I'm gonna ask to switch that to Thursday instead. Oops. Oops. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Ooh, and this is an interesting color. Like it's going with this like orange, it's like bright orange thing. Oh no, I'm sorry that you've been burnt out, Toast. I know that feeling though. There's a Nine Inch Nails song called Every Day is Exactly the Same. Oh. And sometimes I'm like, okay, that's my life. Not today. Not today. Today is special. But sometimes. There we go. So we're building kind of the base to build that stuff up onto. Oh. Oh. So we've got these buddies. And this one is 4 long, so that's not the right one. We need the 4 long one, not the 3 long one. There we go. Here's one of them. And another one. Where's the other? That's a 3 again. Here we go. And got both of those guys put on there, and they go on the very end of each one. Yo, Meowdy Elmo! Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, friend. Otto has had dreams of Cutter Butter. Excitement abounds, dude. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be such a blast. Okay, so these go right there. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, friend. Feels sheep. Love sign. And we actually did get confirmation just earlier that the Hearthstone stuff does in fact release on Thursday instead of Tuesday. So, I will have to revise my stream schedule accordingly. Fortunately, unfortunately, not really either one. It's just kind of like, oh, that's how that's going to be. Ooh, and Quest Rogue even. Interesting. I don't know that I'll run Cutter Butter and that for my own personal run, but that doesn't make it a bad inclusion. Yo, Sable! Thank you so much for that raid, friend. And welcome to the City of Electric Sheep. Oh, and you were just playing some Pokemon TCG. That sounds like a lot of fun. I hope that you had a fantastic stream, duder. How was it? I hope that it was a blast. Ooh, an unlicensed adventure is good in that one. Interesting. Very interesting. There we go. Ooh, and now we basically put in a lot of the... So it looks like it's not this... it might be this long. Is it 6 long? It is 6 long. Let's go. What is this one? 1, 2... Nope, it's this one. There we go. So this one. Very similar. So those go there. Get 2 of these that are the same size as that one. 2 of these that are that same size. And then 1 super duper long one. To bookend it? Kind of bookend? Kind of bookend. We'll go with bookend. Yo, Rue! Welcome, friend! To the City of Electric Sheep! Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it very much. Oh. Drop a couple of those dudes and a couple of these dudes. Let's go. Huh. Huh. So these go kind of there-ish. And then these go with their little dots faced outside. So dot outside, dot again, outside. Interesting. Oh, I see. So these ones, those 3 ones that we were looking for earlier, they go here and they go right covering that one black individual stud right there. Curious. I like it. Oh. That was weird. It went like double and then back up. Oh, so now we get another long 2 by whatever. 2 by long. Oh. There we go. Oh. There we go. Ooh, and these ones are another decently long duder. With some dudes at the very top. So there. Okay, so we got all those. I was wondering why the whatchamacallit, that's helpful. Why the instructions for this were so long, because it's only 480 pieces. And the reason is because it's using individual whatchamacallums. Is this just floating at the top? Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, it'll use whole pages like this one for 2 bricks. I don't think it's bad or wrong. It's just that is how they achieved that super long page count. I was like, oh, all right. Use of black space. Exactly. They definitely padded their word count, didn't they? It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Oh, almost put that in the wrong spot. Yeah, and that's consistent with that things. Gotta bump up that MB count. MB. Master Builder? Mega Blank? Yeah, all the Barons cards are being revealed, right? Meow. I may possibly be listening to that while I'm streaming right now. Not gonna lie. Interesting. Yeah, right. Meow. Exactly. Haha, cat. So this is an interesting build mechanic there. And then these go right there and there. Oh. It's the writer's senior thesis, and they're just trying to like boost their page count. I mean, that makes sense. So we've got that and that. Both of these are focus. Enhance. Oh. doing that thing. And those go faced out. So this kind of so far looks like it's using a lot of kind of BrickHeadz elements of building, where you're building on top of the like outside of it. A lot of those kinds of elements. Oh, that's right. I didn't mention that on stream yet. Thank you, Elmo. And thank you for asking. Post-vaccine, I'm feeling pretty good. So I went to get my first part of my Pfizer COVID shot. So, you know, that's part 1 and part 2 on Friday. So, you know, got part 1 down. Ended up being a 13-hour round trip to get it. We thought it was only going to be we thought it was going to be about a 9-hour round trip, but it ended up being a little bit longer, which is still totally worth it. Still 100% worth. But the next day I was, you know, pretty fatigued, and I'm not sure if that's because of, you know, the shot, because that can be one of the side effects, or, you know, the fact that I was driving for 11 hours. My wife took the first 2-hour shift, and then on the way back I was like, no, just let me drive all the way back. Perfectly good. So it's like, yeah, 11 hours of driving, 13 in the car. Yeah, it could have been that. But after that, like, I still feel great. Now, this was only the first part. The second part's the one where a lot of people are saying that they kind of feel it a lot more, right? So, to be continued. Yeah, thank you very much for asking, friend. I legitimately appreciate it. Feel sheep. Yeah, we are partially protected. We still do get to go back for part 2. So obviously not immediately being reckless at this point. Part 1. Aww. There we go. Weird little spacing in there. Okay, so we get to make 2 of these. These are still horizontal. So it's still horizontal like that. Yeah, that is what I've read as well, Rue. And we get to go back in April for part 2. So, likely the 9th is what we're looking at, but don't know for sure. I only say don't know for sure because we can't make our schedule. We can't schedule part 2 until a week out. So probably April 9th. That's just kind of when it's kind of looking like. But we shall see. And then after that, it'll be 2 weeks after part 2 that we will have reached that super soldier serum time. Excitement abounds. That is the time frame we're looking at. Very excitement. Much wow. Oh, this is just one of them. So we put that on there. Then we rotate it so that that is on the right. We put that so that it's swooping down that way. So it's swooping down that way. When I was thinking we were going to immediately flip it and do the other side, but nope. So it looks like that's that like ear hole. Okay, so we've got this, And this one goes in, right? Yeah, that one goes in. Cool. And so that whole thing goes tiny bit above that. Yo, Meowdy Spark! And welcome to the City of Electric Sheep! Thanks so much for those birthday wishes, friend. Much obliged. Ooh, here we go. We've got that one onto there. Oh. I kind of like just rotated it like slightly, and then it stayed up there, and it was like, this is perfect. This is perfect to display it. And so that goes in like that. And the whole thing goes the tiny little boop up like that. All right, that's part one. So these are the leftover bricks from part one. Oh. And that leads us to part two. Face towards me. Oh. And like normal, we will practice blade safety. Always practice blade safety. Oh, so Stalloner, I have the ba sound sent to my desktop audio, which I have muted to stream so I can listen to the Hearthstone announcement right now. That is the only reason why you haven't been hearing the ba sound. I'm being all sneaky with it. Good question. Legitimately good question. I thought about like rerouting it to game audio, but then I can't control the levels, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and move that side over to here so that this can be front and center. Oh. So we've got 2 black studs. And I'm gonna move this slightly away so that I'm not yelling into it. Otto has redeemed an impression. That impression is, who in the right mind hides loot? Thank you for redeeming that impression, Otto. That one has to be loud, like it, because it's a forceful question. Like it's not just an inquiry. It's an exasperated, like, who does that? Who does it? So it's like, all right, that has to be that exasperated thing. So you have to back it up and be like, not yell, but kind of. It's that exasperated, just, what's the word I'm looking for? Expression, that exasperated, oh well, I can't think of the word. It happens sometimes. There we go. So we got our right side. This one, we actually did what? 4, 8. We did 8 pieces on the same step. What? It's not typically something noteworthy. But one thing I have noticed, noted, one thing that I've noted with this build is that it likes to pad the count. Ooh, I say that, and then immediately we go into another one that has like multiple multiple steps in the same, multiple pieces in the same step. we take those. We definitely take those. So we got all those, and then we got this one. And it goes with that towards the back, it looks like. So then we get to do that again. Yeah, mild volumed exclamation, exactly. It is definitely an exclamation. Exclamation of indignation. There we go. Yo, Jar Werewolf! Thank you so much for the birthday love, friend. And welcome to the City of Electric Sheep. There we go. And that buddy, that whole thing, again, goes faced towards the back. So oriented with this being the front, it goes faced to the back. Just to be consistent. Okay. Man, they really ramped up the amount of pieces that they use per step now. Let's go. We take those. Something that I would not have noticed if, you know, they hadn't been like 2 pieces this whole step before. So we do those on those. And in the middle. Perfect. And in the middle. Let's go. That step. Okay, so we get to do our next step, which is another long one of these. Does go on top. Does go on top. Sure does. Okay, I see. Interesting. Okay, so this has that go there. We add 2 more right there. If I can find it. That is why I was kind of thrown off at first, whether it went like on top or not, because this piece right here is like, wait, what? Oh, thank you, Stalloner. Yeah, I could maybe take my time a bit more, truthfully, but part of me is just like excited to build, and so I always want to like jump through them. Not like jump through it, like race to finish, but you know, I want to build it. I want to have it built. Ah, here we go. Very curious. So what I'm saying is very curious here is that this is just kind of hanging over the you know, random thing right there. I think with these that's going to be part of like the mask, but I don't know for sure yet. We shall see. This is what I'm more used to. Boom. Next step. That's the whole thing. Let's go. Okay, so we get to build 2 of these little mini dudes. Go ahead and put those there. This goes front to front, side to side. Elbows up. Side to side. Okay, so then these go sideways as well. So that whole thing goes right there. And we get to do it again. One more time. And that whole thing goes right there. Oh. And then this step Boom. The whole step. Like, it's not like I'm paying per step. It's just so weird that it's just like this whole step, these two. Got it. Cool. Very cool. Okay, so this leaves one green. Yo, meowdy, Duchess! And welcome to the City of Electric Sheep. Good to see you, friend. There we go. So those with one exposed there, and then one over here. Just like the instructions intended. Okay, so I'm gonna start this off with these. Right there first, because that will help me guide this to make sure that I'm doing. Oh, so this, we're taking a very brief break from the ghost. We will return to it again tomorrow. But I got this set for my birthday. And since this is the birthday stream, I was like, let's make this thing. It is the bust, the helmet for for Iron Man. So we'll be back to the ghost again tomorrow. But a brief intermission. There we go. A couple of those. Oh, thank you, Duchess. Much love, friend. Oh. And Svine there. So 2 of these. This one has 2 steps. 2 parts to this step. Oh, accidentally hit that thing up with my thumb. Oh, and then accidentally just booped it again. Oh no. There we go. So we got those in. And then we get to put these buddies up here. So they're hanging down. Ooh. This one has 2 parts to that whole step. I don't know why they did that. I guess part of it's to make sure, because it's a lot of it is very like intricate. So I guess a lot of it's probably just to make sure that you don't like miss anything. I get that. I totally get that. There we go. So that whole thing kind of hangs over. Right there. And then, interesting. So this is a really interesting piece, right? Like, I've not seen these before. So it's right in the middle. So first I was like, which side goes up and which side goes down to connect right here? But they go right in the middle. So I guess it's just whatever way calls to you. There we go. Curious. Oh, and now we get to do mini build. Set that aside. Put that right over back there. Mini build. Mini build. We're building a mini part. Mini build. Oh, that's way too big. There we go. So that whole thing goes like that so that it can bend around. Oh. And add those two to the side. Hop. To the side. And give it a little incline. There we go. And this should improve the structural integrity of it. Because I think all of these little things right there were making it feel kind of wonky. Yo, Ro! Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, friend, and the 1,000 bits! Holy moly, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And I just realized that the alert box was behind stuff. So I'm gonna redo that. There you go. Thank you so much. And happy early birthday to you as well this Thursday. So we're the 22nd and the 25th. Let's go. March birthdays, OPOP. Our buddy Sprocket, his birthday was earlier in March as well. It's just like so many of us right in a row. We are, well, I guess you and I are Aries. He's a Pisces. And your mom's birthday is today too? Oh my gosh. Your mom has a great birthday, I must say. I'm a big fan. Thank you so much, dude. For the birthday wishes, for the birthday present. Feels great. Feels so good. So thank you. And I hope that your mom's birthday is going just as well as mine. It has been a great birthday so far. Building some Legos, hanging out. Doing the birthday thing, and then we shout. I am, in fact, building the Iron Man helmet. So we'll return back to the Ghost again tomorrow, but for today it's like, I got this for my birthday from my sister. And so I was like, all right. Gonna have to take a quick detour. There we go. This is a curious little side build. Ooh. Curious little side build part. There we go. That whole thing kind of tiered down. Huh. And huh. So that whole thing should be the topper, right? Yeah. Okay, so it goes on top in such a manner that it doesn't cover that up. So it's 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, there we go. So the whole thing kind of gets tiered down like that. Let's zoom out a tiny bit. So the whole thing gets kind of tiered down like that. Oh. And another little mini build. They're not mini builds, they're just like little parts that we include, that we build separate and then include in. I like calling them mini builds. That's not at all what they are, but it makes me happy to call them that every time. Oh, this is kind of cool. That looks pretty neat. I was like, wait, what? I said, wait, what? Because it had this little piece right there on there. I was like, just making sure that I didn't miss it. You know, yeah, it's in the piece count in the very top, but it's not included until the step right here, step 4. Okay, so that's right there to the side. And then the whole thing goes where that is, popping up like that. And then we get to do another mini build, and that should go right there. I'm gonna go ahead and flip that around, put it to the side, front to front, side to side. Yeah, buddy. I really like how they did this whole like step where you add those on first and then you add these little side wings. I don't know why, it just feels really good. Oh, wait, did I? So I did actually actively miss piece over here earlier. Let's double back to it and add it on now. Oops. Oh, there we go. So we get to do the same thing here. That goes right there. And that whole thing goes right there. And that's the end of the second box. Here's our leftover pieces from, not second box, second bag. Leftover pieces from bag 2. Got bag 3. Oh, always practice. Blade safety. As soon as I don't tell you to practice blade safety, will be the second that I am not practicing it myself, which will be the second that I actually injure myself. I'm not going to say paranoid about that, but concerned about that. A little paranoid. A little bit. There we go. Oh. Make sure that the discarded bags are out of frame. Cool. So here's all these stuff and things. Part this so that can be over here. There we go. Ooh, and we get to do another mini build. TM. I'm trademarking mini build. Mini build TM. Oh. Oh, wow. This is one piece. This is a really interesting piece. A really interesting piece. And we get to... It's apparently not super unique because we get to add a second one. Oh, focus. There we go. So we got to add a second one. It's unique to this build, so far at least, that I've noticed. Okay. So we get to include that to there. Have that whole thing. Step into there. And then another mini build for the mini build. Mini buildception. Okay, so we've got 2 of this size. So we got that to there. And to there. Funky little bit. And then we add a few of these little arcs. I mean, it's an arc reactor that he's got like on his chest plate, right? So I'm gonna call them arcs, just to be on brand. There we go. And another one. And that whole thing goes smacked right into here. So that's the back of the helmet. Oh. And now we get to build. This is almost properly a mini build. This part is almost properly a mini build because it's like the little pedestal platform thing. So this one's properly a mini build. Somehow kitty cat fur got everybody. Everywhere. Wow, words. Oh, skipped one. And 2 1x3s. There we go. 1x3 and 1x3. Oh. Oh. Iron Man impression. Let's see. I am Iron Man. I am the Iron Man. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some iconic like Iron Man quotes. Right now, I am Iron Man is the only thing that's like popping into my head. Oops. Let's see. Wow. I love you 5,000. Oh. Oh. All the feels. All the feels. I am inevitable. I am Iron Man. Okay, so right now, the only thing connecting this is that. I have a feeling that we're going to be bolstering this whole thing. Because right now it is not connected by much. There we go. Pretty much immediately start bolstering it. There we go. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. There we go. So that little bit, squeaking, poking out there. That little bit, open. Imagine we're adding. Oh, we're not adding it quite yet. Okay. It's like, imagine we're adding it right now anyways. Well, it doesn't matter. It apparently did. All right. Cool. We take those. 1, 2. Where is 3? And there's 4. 4. So again, we've got that bit sticking out there. The right of that still open. Ah, and we do in fact need it right here. So we've got 2 of these buddies that we get to kind of hold in place while that goes through. So that's why that had to be open so that we can include it. And then we close it up here so that it can't push through. Eventually. There we go. So now that's stuck in place. Cool. I'm a fan of that. That's a really cool building element. And now we get to add some more of those little corner bits. Yeah, and Elmo, if you think of any other Iron Man quotes, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on those right now. If you think of any others, let me know and I will include that as part of your channel points redemption, because I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on those, right meow? Huh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, interesting. There we go. Oh, push that out. That was my bad. Ooh. We get to continue. We're going to eventually need 4 of these. I'm going to go ahead, grab 4 of them. Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Just kind of like almost boredly, but almost like if you don't already know it, you're not, you know, that kind of a indignant, whatchamacallit, like entitled, like genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. You know me. I'm Tony Stink. I thought the Tony Stank bit was clever. Because that's what Stan Lee, may he rest in peace, called him in the cameo package for Tony Stank. Man, I knew that Stan Lee wasn't long for this world, and still, I don't know why. I do know why. But still, his death hit me really hard. And, you know, like it's not like I'm typically happy about, you know, people dying, but I'm just like, oh, that's sad. But man, Stan Lee's death hit me hard. Because, I mean, he created... I'm a big Spider-Man fan in particular. Y'all know me. And, I mean, without Stan Lee, we wouldn't have Spider-Man, right? Like, we wouldn't have so many of these, like, iconic characters that I personally relate to a whole lot. Yeah, him and Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby was another one that hit me hard, too. I don't know why, though, like, that in particular, Stan Lee's hit me so much harder. Just still makes me sad a little bit to this day. We're not going to focus on that right now. Because we're building this here pedestal. Let's go. There we go. There we go. And this needs to be able to go down like that, so it's hanging down. Aww. And then this whole thing with that. And this, again, just popped off, so fix that. That back on. That whole thing. Orange bit. That bit. And that goes in line right there. So then we make sure that that is pushed in all of the places. Make sure we've got a nice... Okay. That looks and feels great. Not gonna lie. Like, zoom out a little bit. 'Cause that, oh, it feels great. Little awkward to display for there, but it feels great. So we'll kind of put that to the side over here while we do this mini build. TM. Trademark. Ooh, interesting. Oh man, these gold bits are really, really pretty. Like, the camera does a pretty good job of capturing it, but oh my gosh. That looks great. Oh man. I'm really happy about that. Aww. We add our striping. And that whole thing goes. That little piece again. It's just sticking out, so it's gotten nudged so many times. Come on. Trying to hold on to that is making that much more difficult. There we go. It's about as good as it's going. Oops. It's about as good on there as it's gonna get. But if I nudge it again, it's gonna get messed up again. There we go. Aww. So we got these two buddies. They go down. I imagine that the... Well, I was going to say final piece goes right here, and then I flipped it over, and it's Avengers, Iron Man. So, probably not. So then this whole thing goes... right there. Avengers, Iron Man. So, these are the leftover pieces for this one. Not a ton. I mean, we shouldn't have a ton. And now we get to add on, like, his whole face. And I imagine that we will include our stickers in this step, since this is, you know, like, the last bag. Final bag. Bag 4. Always practice blade safety. Away from ourselves. Oh. Yeah, so I was a little, I'm not going to say concerned, but I was a little not sure how the gold was going to look whenever I was like looking at it online and stuff like that. But holy moly, seeing it in person, like the gold elements, they look great. They really, really do. They really, really do. Okay, so we're gonna build this whole faceplate as a mini build, TM. This one feels like a proper, straight up mini build, because it's the whole faceplate. It's that whole faceplate. Okay, so 1 goes on the left, 2 goes on the right. So 1 goes on the left. Focus. There we go. Nope. There we go. The stickers are always the most frustrating. Not frustrating. Yes, frustrating. Are always the most like anxiety inducing parts, because it's like, okay, if I mess this up, like it's not gonna stick as well the second time, and it's basically just all around gonna be a bad deal. Anxiety inducing, stressful, like all of the above. All of the above. Okay, so now we get to use, oh, these gold pieces. They look so good. They actually, it looks way more similar to the base color in person than it does in the instructions or on camera. Not gonna lie. There we go. And then those whole things go right there. Oh. Two of these. One of these. Do it twice. Two of these. One of these. And they go on the corners. And then this whole step. I completely understand why they do that sometimes. At the same time, it always is like, boom, I just did that step. Whole step, done. Okay. There we go. Those, add in a 2x4 plate to the top. Oh, and oh, nope, there we go. And then these buddies, which are not the shiny ones, and that whole thing goes the bottom. Add two of these buddies. And two. And three. And then that buddy goes up at the top. And here's where the fun begins. Gold, Jerry, gold. Yeah, I think that's why I was a little apprehensive. There we go. Apprehensive about the gold in the Iron Man set is because the gold in the Hogwarts crest was very much like not properly gold, right? Like it was very much just like yellow. This is proper gold. It's shiny. Super shiny. And 4 of those buddies. See, they're all stair-stepped up. Oh. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And mini build B. Mini build A, 2, 3, 4, whatever, B. Because we had A right here. Here's mini build, whatever, B. That buddy. A couple of these little guys. Go horizontal. Toss that buddy. Then add a couple of those. There is our 1x2 plate. There we go. 1x2 plate. So that whole thing is there. Oh, we get to add a couple more of those little grabbers. There's the other little grabber. Well, it's just the regular plate. I think we can probably zoom back in a little bit. And one more. The little grabber. So we got our grabbers. And all of it gets the 1x4 plate on top of it. Boop. Ooh, interesting. There are a lot of really interesting pieces in this build too, which is not something I kind of like. I mean, the gold things, focus. Maybe. There we go. So like the gold things I anticipated, right? Like the things that are like out there. It's like, okay, obviously this is going to be, you know, interesting. New kind of like innovative pieces, that kind of stuff. This one, I didn't expect. There are quite a few of those that I did not expect, but are there and are pretty cool. Ew, speaking of pretty cool, there's this buddy, which goes into the grabbers to put it there. I was like, how's that going to connect? Oh, that gold, those gold pieces really do just look and feel so good. And then that whole thing goes right there. Chin plate. I don't know why it would ever go down like that, but okay, so the whole thing goes up here. Nope, one lower. So one lower. So it's only one up from there. So originally I was trying to put it right here. It's not there. It's this. So that is in line with that. So we shouldn't theoretically be hitting those buddies anymore. Shouldn't and theoretically. Okay, time to, I guess, zoom out a little bit again. Because we get to put some more things on here. So first, let's go ahead and do our little mini build. So those both go there. I mean, this isn't even a mini build. This is just a step. And those go onto here. There we go. Oh no, another one of these corner pieces. Another corner piece. Okay, so we're grabbing a couple of these buddies. So we got a couple corners, it looks like. Yeah, so that one will go there. The other one will need to go basically to the other side. So I'm going to hold it next to it so that I can go there. So that should, yeah. Each one of those. So that's going over, which is pretty cool. Yep. So that whole thing should actually be in parallel, so I need to not push it down. Okay, and another mini build. Another one. Another one. Okay. And where's our 1x3s? These go to the back like that. So we'll do that again here. Really only really matters for the first one, and then we need to be consistent. There we go. And a third right there. And sub A, part of that, sub A, part of that. Whole thing goes into here. Okay. And 2 more 1x2 plates. Go whoop, there. And if I can find another 1x2 plate quickly. Here we go. Whoop. Right there. Basically making it look like it's kind of stair-stepping up. Then we flip this whole thing over to this side. Grab 2. These are orange. These are not that same gold that we've been using. Which is what I was originally looking for. I was like, wait, what? Nope. Orange. Okay. So this one's proper mini part A. Okay, so these are those kind of like flat pieces. Whereas these are the gold, Jerry, gold. Oh, whole thing gets that up. Then that whole thing goes to there. Ah, I knew I forgot something. There we go. What threw me off is that the gold piece below here is a smooth plate. Okay, then mini build. C. D, E. Mini build it up. Grab that. Gold, Jerry, gold. There we go. And then that whole thing goes right there. Oh. So I had to clear my throat. Oh, much better. And 2 more gold buddies. Into here. And just maroon plate. And then 3 more gold buddies. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. So we got that whole plate going on. Ooh, and 4 more. So these go on top like that. Curious. So my face and everything is that these are kind of like going. There's a gap. I mean, you can't see it so much here, but there's a gap, which is just a little odd. We're not putting anything else there though, so all right. It's just weird. Okay, so then finish that off with these. Going up. And another one. And then the flat ones there, not the shinies, the flats. Then the shiny 1x1 smooth plates. 1 and 2. And then we put the whole thing that. There we go. Oh. And then we properly flip it over and add these buddies to there. Oh, that whole thing goes. So right there where we had those little plates goes up. There we go. It's not one that I could kind of like see in between, so I was kind of like feeling around for where it actually popped in. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm a big fan of this so far already. So far, we're almost done. I'm a big fan of this already. Big fan of this already. That whole bit. And then pop over here. That comes down. That goes on top. So that kind of covers that up. That makes that go there. And that whole thing pops into here. And that goes with the back facing towards us this way. And that whole thing goes that kind of in-ish, kind of down, right into here. And we get to do it once more, but slightly different. Okay, so again towards us, bit going out. And part B, which will connect, unless I drop stuff. Okay, make sure that I'm putting this the correct orientation. There. This buddy, covering that. And that buddy, like that. And finally, that one into there. That. And just like last time, this with the back towards us. And the whole thing goes right in here. There we go. Cool. Oh. Here, let's zoom out a little bit. So I've actively got the rubbish in the way. It wasn't before we zoomed out. So there we go. That is the finale of the whole shebang. We've got our Iron Man helmet. Oh, thank you very much for joining me for my lunch on my birthday. Did the whole thing in my lunch break. Let's go. Still got a little bit of time left over to eat the Uncrustable that I put out. So I knew that I was gonna like it because like it looks cool. I was not expecting to be quite as happy with the gold. The gold like look and kind of feel like it feels really rewarding. Like, I'm a big fan of that. Can't wait to put this little buddy on my shelves back over here. He'll be looking at you going, I am Iron Man. So thank you very much for joining me for my lunch break and on my birthday. Both of the things. I really appreciated getting to hang out with y'all for this special day. Of course, we will be streaming again tomorrow. It will not be the longer Hearthstone one, so we will resume on the Ghost tomorrow. And until next time, you stay electric, Sheep City.